We're all looking for that elusive sweet spot when it comes to where we live, aren't we?
Hmm.
That place where comfort meets, a real sense of belonging.
And where things are just
Yeah.
easy, convenient.
Exactly. Where the everyday stuff doesn't feel like a constant uphill battle.
Mm.
So let's dive deep into a specific example.
Okay.
Today, we're heading to Hillcrest, KwaZulu-Natal, to explore Emberton Estate. We've gathered quite a bit of info on it.
Right, covering the basics, the lifestyle, the homes themselves.
Our mission to really pull out the core elements that make Emberton, well, potentially compelling for modern living.
And give you a sharp, insightful understanding of what it actually offers.
Okay, let's unpack this then.
Well, what jumps out almost immediately about Emberton is this clear intention to weave together different parts of a good life.
How so?
It's not just sticking up houses. There seems to be a real focus on creating an environment, one that supports, individual well-being and community connection.
Okay.
And you see that straight away with their approach to like food and social spaces.
Ah, right. Ray's Kitchen. That's not just any old canteen, is it? It's pitched as an on-site gourmet dining option.
Exactly.
What strikes me is how that could work beyond just being convenient for dinner. Could it be a place where neighbors actually, bump into each other?
Precisely. That's
No.
often how it works. A good quality restaurant right there,
Mm.
it can become a sort of social anchor.
Makes sense.
Offers a relaxed place for people to connect. Outside of, say, planned events, it helps build those little informal ties that make a community stronger.
And then there's the clubhouse. That's in a restored 100-year-old farmhouse.
Yeah, quite a unique choice, isn't it?
Definitely. What kind of vibe does that create, using something historical like that?
Well, it certainly moves away from the standard modern clubhouse feel.
For sure.
Repurposing that farmhouse, it adds instant character,
Yeah.
history, something you often don't get in new developments.
Yeah, it suggests they want to root the community in something tangible, give it a unique backdrop for people getting together.
And this focus on community, it seems like a running theme if you look at the family stuff.
The amenities for kids.
Exactly. It's clear they've thought about residents with children. Outdoor play areas, jungle gyms, okay, maybe expected.
Right.
But the emphasis on secure open spaces feels particularly important. How does that play out in daily life, do you think?
Well, beyond just keeping kids busy, those secure spaces give parents real peace of mind, don't they?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Knowing your children can play safely within the estate, it just helps everyone relax more.
And you combine that with the, 3-kilometer network of trails for walking and jogging.
Yeah, that's right.
So that creates ways for people to be active individually, but also...
Also bump into neighbors again.
And-
Actually,
Yeah.
it's weaving those threads together, community well-being activity.
Yeah, it's interesting how those trails aren't just functional paths. They actively sort of encourage people to get out, engage with the place and with each other, naturally, informally.
It's a subtle thing, but effective for building those neighborly bonds.
And it's not just for the humans, is it? The pet-friendly angle seems quite prominent.
Yes. Acknowledging pets are part of the family for many people, providing space for walks, for play. That really adds to that inclusive feeling.
It does. It's a small detail, but it says a lot about the kind of community vibe they're aiming for.
Welcoming.
Exactly. Pet-friendly often signals a more sort of relaxed and integrated community. Now, shifting gears slightly, the active lifestyle stuff. A year-round heated lap pool.
Ah, yes. That's a step up from the usual seasonal outdoor pool, isn't it?
It is. What are the benefits there?
Well, a heated pool just extends its use massively, doesn't it, through winter, cooler days.
Right. Encourages more consistent activity.
And provides another potential social spot, whatever the weather. Plus, they have tennis courts, cricket nets.
So catering to different sports interests. Again, pushing that active lifestyle within the estate itself.
Makes sense. Let's talk practicalities, though. Location, always huge. Emberton's in the Winston Park zoning area, close to some well-regarded schools. That's a big tick for family.
Definitely. Winston Park Primary, Hillcrest Primary, Highbury Prep, Curro, Kearsney, all nearby.
What's the real-world benefit there beyond just shorter school runs?
Well, convenience is massive, obviously.
Yeah.
But being near good schools can ripple outwards, right?
Yeah.
Easier for kids' activities, connecting with other local families.
True. And it's not just schools. Easy access to shops for daily stuff. That's crucial.
Absolutely. Nearby shopping centers, convenience stores, that massively impacts your day-to-day quality of life. No one wants a huge trek for milk.
No kidding.
And then you add in the broader location aspect,
Yeah.
Hillcrest itself.
Right.
then the M13 access.
Right, that puts Durban and Pietermaritzburg within reach.
Exactly. It balances that quieter suburban feel with decent access to the cities for work or leisure. That drive to Durban, maybe 30 minutes or so, opens things up.
So you get the internal perks of the estate and the external convenience. What about the homes themselves? They're described as a spacious, modern, open plan.
Yeah, that open plan design is very popular now.
Why is that? What are the advantages?
Tends to maximize light, creates a feeling of more space, which people really value.
Okay.
Plus, they're more flexible living areas. You can adapt them easier to how you live. And the modern infrastructure fits fiber to the home.
That's not really a luxury anymore, is it? It's essential for work, streaming, everything.
Pretty much. And prepaid meters, too.
Right.
Gives residents more direct control over their usage, their bills.
And it looks like there's a mix of housing, not just one type.
Right. They mention modern apartments, good for professionals maybe, looking for secure, low-maintenance living.
Okay.
But also luxurious freestanding homes, expansive interiors, high ceilings, fancy finishes.
So what does offering that kind of variety suggest about who they're trying to attract, about the community?
Offering diverse options like that can help build a more mixed community. People at different life stages, different needs, different budgets.
Right. Avoids being too uniform.
Yeah, potentially makes for a richer, more dynamic environment overall.
Okay, one crucial factor for any estate: security. It's always high on the list. Emberton mentions several layers.
Yes, 24-hour security personnel.
Biometric access at the gates.
CCTV surveillance.
And solid boundary walls. How do all those things work together?
It's about creating a multi-layered system. Each element, the human guards, the technology like biometrics and cameras, the physical barriers, they all play a part.
Deterrence and detection.
Exactly. It's a holistic approach aimed at minimizing risks and giving residents that feeling of safety, peace of mind.
Which is invaluable. Finally, let's just touch on the investment side. They mention a relatively low entry cost, potential for value growth.
Right.
What makes an estate like this potentially attractive if you're thinking about investment?
Well, generally, estates that offer a desirable lifestyle package, good amenities, strong community feel, security, good location, they tend to hold their value pretty well.
And often appreciate over time.
Often, yes. That sense of security and community is a big draw for buyers and renters down the line.
And they mention flexible financing options too.
Yeah, which can help make getting onto the property ladder there a bit more achievable for more people.
Okay. So if we try and pull all this together, Emberton Estate and Hillcrest, it seems to be offering this sort of package deal.
A multifaceted offering, yeah.
You've got lifestyle stuff like Ray's Kitchen, that unique farmhouse clubhouse.
A clear focus on community, family-friendly features.
Convenient location, good access to schools, shops, highways.
A range of modern home types with necessary tech.
And layered security for peace of mind.
Exactly. It looks like an attempt to create a really cohesive, well-rounded living experience where all those different aspects of life, social, practical, personal, are considered and, ideally, integrated.
Right. So as we finish this exploration of Emberton Estate, here's a final thought for you listening. Considering all these things that make up a place we call home, the social side, the everyday ease, feeling safe, what does a truly well-rounded living experience actually mean to you today?
It's a personal definition, isn't it?
It is. And how might communities like Emberton that are really consciously designed, how might they be reshaping our expectations of what modern suburban living can be? Yeah. Something to ponder.